Good morning, this is Ken Long from Tortoise Capital on July 14th, 2015. This is a recap of the morning trade from our live trading workshop in Raleigh. On a previous video, you listened to the daily trading plan briefing we did just prior to opening. So here's what the morning session looked like. RSX is a super frog. Small gap, bracketed it with the frog box from the opening, moved directly up, got long at 1783 with about a 10-cent stop, moved in an orderly fashion to close the gap near the RL270. As it started to roll over, felt like a perfect time to cash and take a 0.9R, so we did. Next one is Brazil. Put a frog box bracket on it here at the opening. Got short, got stopped out for a half an hour loss. Now at this point we were stalking to enter long on the hybrid frog, so minus 0.5. This is Coca-Cola, hybrid frog bracket. Gets long. The what I call the rational stop line trend was here. Span of control issue ended up. This was the move to no lose plus dinner for two stop that we raised somewhere in this middle ground. I think I gave back too much on this because I let it come way too far back, but we bank 0.2. This was Lilly. The previous entry was a frog box bracket. It went short immediately. We cashed a 1R trade here. The follow-up trade on that one was a move to this level, then a recovery, which never got even into the river. As it started to roll over, we re-entered short here, which I felt was an improvement over the get short not later than entry here, which would have happened out here. So we're getting short here. The standard risk box here moves down, covers for 0.7R. We're short again later this morning on this one with another R in hand using exactly the same technique. This is a XIV series, the volatility ETF. The frog box entry here, we get short, immediately stopped out and covered at minus 0.7. I get long here, re-entry on a reversal. It leaves the reservation right up around here. We're nearing 2R in hand on this first reversal. Put the second position on, it goes up, pulls back. We exit both positions for 2.2R. It immediately breaks out to make a new high of the day. We buy this one here. Our risk box is here. We're suffering all the way through here, but it still feels up. We end up cashing this one for another 1.8R in about an hour after this screenshot was taken. Oh, and here it is, yeah. So this is the continuation of that one. This was the re-entry. This is where we were suffering. Z pinch occurs, moves up to here. We cash this one for 1.8. As soon as we cash that, we draw. This is the area where I would re-enter if it immediately reverses. And now we're stalking the entry. Here's a 1, 2, 3 entry. Wasn't in the zero state. It was too close to our mechanical entry. Decided, let's just wait. And so the re-entry comes at 44.72. This one is still open, has an R in hand. In the chat room, we had time to talk about this yin-yang strategy where the P5 condition allows DuPont to make a leg up, two legs down, one leg up. This is a P1 standard pattern for 1.5R. Notice it's the same length as this one. It's double this length. It begins with a P5 and gives you a move out of P5 to a P1 setup, a P1 trade, a P1 trade, and now maybe that'll form another sideways quiet channel. This is Mexico and Uber Frog. This is a 20-cent bracket, so it's a 0.4 frog box, a 20-cent bracket in either direction from the open. It moves out, gets the entry here, and now it's well beyond 1R as we're speaking now. We're just managing the trade. On the stop management on this one, take your pick. You could pick up a Z-2, so as soon as the southern edge of the floodplain crosses above, you could take that as a trailing stop. When the river leaves the stop, you could take that. If you want the Bollinger Band mean, you could take that one. After you have an R in hand, you might decide, hey, let me tighten this up further from wherever I am. So maybe I'm at the southern skin of the dragon. This is up around north of 5820 as we speak. So net of all those positions is somewhere around 6R for the morning session on a quiet day that had no gap, and it's just flowing northward. So that's the morning session with the Robo Hybrid Frog. Ken Long from Tortoise Capital. Keep your wrist measured, your powder dry, and take your cough medicine. Don't forget that.